Well, after a bit of struggling, I finally got the passenger side parking light turn signal installed. It was a difficult go. First of all, this is best inserted from the back side, which means that you can't have any of the bottom pieces off. I think I was able to put it in that way and then put it in, we'll see on the other side, but this bracket that goes in back here, you can see the silver behind there. It's got 3 screws that attach to the grill and turn signal light. And I found that it was easiest to take that grill and put it up, because this hole, the screw that attaches here, that's got to be behind it. So that's how I did it. I put this behind, put the turn signal piece in, screwed it in, and then I put the other screws that connected it. That was the easiest way I found. I'll try to set this up. Maybe I can video me getting it in here, but it was not easy. I gotta. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to do that. Like I said, this grill was difficult to put in. Make a liar out of me. This side doesn't seem to be as hard. Go figure. This is going to go up behind there, and the first thing I'm going to do is get a screw through here, through that grill vent, or whatever you want to call it. It's got to go through the hole in the vent there, and then screw into this on the back side of that tab. So I'm going to try to kind of get that hole lined up. I tried putting the brace in from the back first, and I couldn't get the screws to line up. That's why I did it this way. Maybe there's another way. Okay, okay, now if I can keep that while I grab a screwdriver. Maybe get that started. It's just a bit above my eye level, so that I can't get Okay, got that one started. Now I'm going to try to get this one started. And the one on the other side. Once I get all these started, I'm not really going to go anywhere. So then I'll go underneath, and there's a 1/4" 20 screw that bolts that silver bracket up to the frame, or maybe it's not it's the front of the front of the crash bumper. Okay, important to remember, you have to plug in the light. There's a plug that was back there that made it easy to take off. And trying to, it's a 3-prong plug with, I'll call it 2 horizontal and 1 vertical, but depends on which way you turn it. Anyways, some of them are 90 degrees to, 2 of them are 90 degrees to the other one. And so you have to get those lined up properly, and there's not much room on the end that's attached to the car. If they'd made the plug closer to the light, it would have been easier. But they didn't, so. Alright. Those are started. All it's required is to tighten them. And that part will be done. Okay, it's gonna be hard to see here, but let's see if I can point out where it is. There's a stud back here that this hole on this brace has to go on. Now the other side, it just would not go on, so I took this metal spacer out and screwed these. The pad came off, I took that metal spacer out, and I was able to wiggle it in. This side, and you have to put it up this end first. This side went in really easily. So something must be off somewhere. I don't know exactly where, because the bumper cover is pretty much equal on both ends. So I'm not sure, but the passenger side would not go on. The driver's side, not really a problem. So it's got a 9/16 nut that holds that on. Okay, that's on. And then there are 2 bolts and washers with teeth on the washers. I don't know if you can see that. And bolts with 5/8 head that go up in here to hold that bracket on. I do not know why one side went in so easily, the other side I fought with. But, you know, the bumper does appear to be the same distance from each side. So, had to hold that up a little bit to get that threaded in. The other side, what I did first was to tighten up that stud that I'm going to put this wrench on right now. And that's all the way up against there. It slipped off, that's why it was spinning freely. And then, as I have 3 minutes left on my battery in the camera, try to hit these two and that'll be a wrap for the lights. Okay, that's a wrap for putting the parking lights in. See you next video.